Most retirement plans don't fail because of the market. They fail because spending was miscalculated. And being off by just a few $100s a month can dramatically change how long your money lasts in retirement. Hey, I'm Stubbs with Christy Capital Management, where we help federal employees plan for a more confident, worry-free retirement. And so as you get close to retirement, you've probably heard things like, just estimate your expenses, or you'll need about 80% of your income. In this video, I'm going to walk you through why those traditional approaches fall short and show you a smarter, more personalized way to figure out what you will actually spend in retirement so there are fewer surprises later.
Welcome to the Federal Retirement Channel, the place federal employees come to get retirement right.
Let's start with the two most common ways people try to estimate retirement expenses. The first is kind of the back-of-the-napkin budget. You write down numbers like $700 for groceries, $250 for utilities, maybe $400 for travel. It feels reasonable, but most people forget irregular expenses like car repair, medical costs, gifts, home maintenance. Then there's inflation. Prices don't stay the same. What looks accurate today can be very different just a few years into retirement. And then the second approach is like the 80% rule. The idea is that you'll need to spend about 80% of your current income once you retire. And so if you earn $120,000, you plan on needing $96,000 a year. The problem is this ignores your lifestyle. Maybe you want to travel more. Maybe you plan to downsize. Maybe healthcare costs are higher or lower than average. These one-size-fits-all approaches can either force you to cut back later or increase the risk of running out of money. So let me show you why this matters. Meet Karen and Tom. Karen is a teacher and Tom's a federal employee planning on retiring soon. They've saved about $1.5 million across the TSP and brokerage accounts. They have a small car loan and earn about $180,000 a year combined. They estimated that they would need about $6,000 a month after taxes and their loan payment to live comfortably in retirement. We ran a projection using conservative assumptions for returns and inflation, and at $6,000 a month, the plan they had a 79% chance of lasting to age 93. But here's the issue. If their actual spending is $7,000 a month, just $1,000 more, that probability drops to about 52%. At $8,000 a month, it drops to 28%. That can mean needing to cut roughly $2,500 a month later in retirement. Less travel, fewer experiences with grandkids. That's not the retirement that they'd worked so hard for. So how do we avoid the guessing? At Christy Capital Management, we use a framework called Live, Give, Owe, and Grow. Instead of estimating expenses, we reverse engineer spending based on what's actually happening today. So here's how it works. We start with total income. For Karen and Tom, that's $180,000 a year. Then we subtract 4 clearly defined categories. The first one is give. This includes charitable giving. So for Karen and Tom, that's about $8,000 a year that they give to their local church. Then we go to the O category. This includes taxes and debt. Federal and state taxes, property taxes, their car loan payment. It's all about $600 a month. Then we go to grow. This is the money intentionally set aside for the future. We got TSP contributions, IRAs, brokerage savings, and other investments. Now, what's left after you do the give, the owe, and the grow is the live. Live represents their actual lifestyle spending, housing costs, groceries, dining out, travel, gas, entertainment, and everyday life. And so when we ran the numbers, the spending, it wasn't $6,000 a month, it was about closer to $6,800. So that extra $800 a month may not feel like much, but over a long retirement, it can completely change the outcome. And this approach works because it's grounded in reality. It captures variable expenses like home repairs, family events, healthcare costs that people often overlook. And it also naturally adjusts for retirement since some expenses go away like payroll taxes and retirement plan contributions. Tracking give is especially important because charitable giving often continues into retirement and plays a role in tax planning. And this method is flexible. If you want to travel more, give more, or adjust your lifestyle, we can intentionally model these changes instead of hoping things work out. When we updated Karen and Tom's plan using their actual $6,800 a month number, their probability of success dropped to about 65%. And that didn't mean they can't retire. It means that we need to make some adjustments. Maybe they increase TSP contributions before retirement. Maybe we look at tax-efficient withdrawal strategies. Maybe we adjust timing. The key is that they now have clarity instead of guesswork. We also recommend reviewing this annually because spending changes and life changes. So here's the takeaway. Getting retirement expenses wrong, even by a small amount, can dramatically change your outcome. The Live, Give, Owe, Grow method gives you a clearer, more accurate picture so you can retire with confidence. If you're a federal employee and you want help dialing this in, the team at Christy Capital Management is here to help. If you want to watch another video about federal retirement planning, click right here. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. I'm Stubbs.